Welcome to a DropTent Media Production.
Fucking fellow sports fans, this is Slapstick Sports, the most inconsistent sports podcast you know.
But your favorite.
But your fucking favorite. Yeah. I am one-third of your host, Adam Nutter. What's up, everybody? To my left on my screen, I don't give a fuck what it looks like on your screen. To my left on my screen, Mr. Blasie Gegeckas. No, Blasie Gegeckas. Blasie Gegeckas. Blasie G Comedy, everybody. To my right on my screen, producer Evan.
Hey,
at producer Evan WW.
I'm up top right now, so.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh.
Guys, I'm excited. I'm very excited because we are officially 1 week away from a live sporting event.
Okay, right. Fight Island boat?
Unfortunately, Fight Peninsula. Fight Peninsula, Florida, baby.
Where is it? Florida?
As Zach Petrovich says, funny comic friend of ours, Jacksonville is the Jersey Shore of Florida. So, perfect place to have 3 fights in a week. No, that's cool. UFC is putting on 3 fights. First of which Saturday, May, was that the 8th, 9th? 6th?
I believe it's the 9th. It's Saturday, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 8th. Someone
8th?
9th?
Great fucking main card. Evan, can you pull up that main card for me? Because I have brain trauma, but I'm pretty sure I remember it off the top of my head. Obviously, main event, Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje for the interim lightweight championship. Khabib not flying out of Russia for this fight, which he could have.
But he doesn't want to?
He used the coronavirus as an excuse. But he could have
taken, excuse.
No, because he could have flown private. He could have taken a private plane out of Russia, flown right to fucking Florida, and just holed up somewhere.
He doesn't want to.
But
doesn't feel safe.
He's not doing it.
Doesn't feel safe.
Not his excuse. He's like, I didn't know. He's like, I didn't know. It's like, you knew. You could have done it. You fucking could have done it.
Yeah, I got it pulled up right here. So I'll start down at the bottom if you want.
Yeah, start.
We have the one, the only, the worst person on the list, Greg Hardy versus Yorgan De Castro. We all know what we want to happen.
Player?
Yeah.
We want Yorgan to go in and decastrate Greg Hardy because fuck that guy. Adam is one of the more adamant people towards fuck that guy because he's kind of a twat.
Because he punched a woman, and that doesn't make you a fucking tough guy.
And I mean, like, even if he was
time out.
People.
You used the wrong fucking plural for woman again.
Because it wasn't more than one.
Yeah, but you said woman's.
Woman.
No, it's women.
Well, no, more than one. Woman.
That's one woman.
No, that's actually my New York accent, dude.
Just stop.
Well, stop.
You stop.
I can't stop saying it like that.
You sound retarded.
No, you sound retarded right now.
And you said to let you know, and I don't care if it's on the podcast or not. I'm letting you know. And you
That's my fucking. I am saying woman. This is my accent. This is my fucking way.
You were like,
no, that I am saying it in my head. I'm spelling it WOMEN. Multiple.
Okay, well, you're saying it retarded. So stop.
No, I'm not. It's my New York accent.
Hey, I will mute you one way or another, Blaze. You keep it up over there. All right, so I think I mean either which way. I mean, Greg Hardy, even though he is a physical specimen, we can give him that. He does not fight the best yet.
No, he's fought no ones.
Yeah, so we'll see. Next one is a featherweight bout. We have Jeremy Stevens versus Calvin Kattar.
Cater. That's a good. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. That's a good fucking fight, dude.
That'll be a fun one. I've seen a bunch of Jeremy Stevens, so if you're saying Calvin can keep up,
Calvin, pull up some of Calvin's Calvin highlights. Calvin went to war with. He just fought God, my fucking brain. Who was his last fight that went? It was in Boston. It was on the same card as Kyle Bochniak's fight. I can remember everything but who he fought. I can remember the card, where it was, who fought on the card with him, but who he fought.
Where was it?
In Boston. It was at TD Arena, I think.
Boston.
It was like a year ago or so. But Cater's good. He's a scrapper, dude. That's going to be a fucking fight because Stevens fought like Korean Superboy, Marlon Moraes. Like he went to war with a lot of dudes recently. I think Stevens pulls that out, but I think it's a fucking war. I think it's a 3-round
slugfest.
I don't think you get a knockout in that. I think you get a 3-round just scrap.
Yeah, it's like winning a football game 6-3.
I got this one pulled up. It looks like it's him versus Magomedov Shapirov.
Magomedov Shapirov. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's pulled up on UFC's Twitter right here. I'll pull it up for everybody. So.
And then the fight after Stevens, Cater is, I think it's
And this is all in the same venue. Fans.
This is all the main card. No, this is all in Jacksonville. This is all going down.
I understand that, but I don't know if they're going to be like, oh, they're going to fight in this park, and then these guys are going to fight over here.
Nope. All the same shit. Actually, I don't know if they're doing fans. I guess they're doing fans.
No fans.
No fans?
No fans. Because even if they were going to do like NBA in Florida, no fans.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They should have just
here. This is a thing that they're doing down in
Jags Stadium, and then have fans every other rows and every other seat.
Yeah, they're not doing
so
that yet.
Big though.
They're doing even on the beaches and stuff. It's you can't sit, but you can still go. It's like you got to keep moving because that keeps the boogeyman away. What I heard that
COVID only attacks when you're seated.
That's exactly.
We know coronavirus is like tigers in India.
Moving.
They attack when you're seated.
It's like osteoporosis. If you keep moving, you can fight right through it. No, but yeah, I mean, if you're saying that that'll be a good fight, I trust you on that. I know Jeremy Stevens. So.
And then
when's
this
this going down, by the way?
Next Saturday.
You said it next Saturday.
We're gonna be doing a live stream.
Yeah,
a little self-plug right there. We're gonna be doing
a little fight watch.
A little fight watch. We have that all set up. We're gonna be watching from home. It's gonna be a great time. Next one, it's another heavyweight bout, but I think this one is actually going to be worthwhile. Francis Ngannou versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik.
Yeah, Rozenstruik. Dude, Francis. I mean, we all know what Francis could do. We all seen him make fucking Alistair Overeem look like a Pez dispenser. We've all seen the damage, but we've all seen Francis Ngannou fight very boring against Derek Lewis. We've also seen him obviously lose to a way better fighter and wrestler in Stipe Miocic, right?
I gotta be honest, dude. I haven't seen any of this.
Oh no, I know you haven't.
That's fine.
Francis,
that's fine.
Francis Ngannou is a gigantic Cameroonian black man, straight out of Africa, who's like, what is he, 6'5"?
Look at
6'6"?
me. Look at
about me. Yeah, that guy, but 265 pounds of pure muscle.
Jacked. Yeah.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
There's a cap in the heavyweight division in the UFC. It's from 205 to 265 pounds. He has to cut weight to make it.
Yeah, he's 6'4", 254. And I'm sure they probably
cut weight.
He has to cut it to get there.
Yeah, he had to cut weight to fight in heavyweight division.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's
like just jacked. He's just
pure muscle.
Right?
Yeah.
Like there's no fat on him. It's scary. And he's
a lot of weight.
Like it's but I think if Rozenstruik, I don't know, man, that's a fucking.
I've seen a lot of Francis. I've only seen Rozenstruik like in passing. I haven't followed him at all.
So here's the thing: did Francis work on his wrestling? Like he
has no good ground game.
No ground game. It's all like I'm gonna punch you and I'm gonna put your head into Saturn.
It's like so hard to survive in the UFC doing that.
No, heavyweight's a little bit different. Depends on who you put up against.
Heavyweight is the only division where you have zero margin of error because you're getting knocked out. Like lightweight, featherweight, if you fuck up, you could obviously, of course,
you can take a few.
But way more likely to be like, all right. Heavyweight though, 255 pounds of muscle just being like, look at the guy, and you're like, ah, I can't take that.
Just pulled
Like,
an anime move on him. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
You don't need all that.
You're getting Goku super punched by some fucking animal in real life.
Francis One Punch Man Ngannou. I haven't even watched the show and I know it's about him.
Like again, I wish we could show Blaze the clip against Alistair Overeem because it's so. He fought Alistair Overeem almost 2 years ago now, and Alistair Overeem, he's a journeyman UFC heavyweight guy. He's been fighting like forever, like before the UFC.
He's one of those guys who needs to stop.
He needs to retire.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, kind of.
UFC.
Well, no, Ryan Fitzpatrick's still all right.
He's had his moments, but
exactly, like he's had his great wins.
Well, but he's still in there for a reason, right?
Money. Oh yeah, he's a powerhouse.
Yeah. Like he's there because he can fight.
Yeah.
So he comes into fight Ngannou, and Ngannou hits him with his uppercut, and it might have been the most violent knockout I've ever seen in my life. Because Overeem gets hit because he's going into the uppercut essentially. So his head's going down. He's throwing the uppercut. And hits him, and his head and body get knocked back. He almost falls backwards.
It's like a cartoon.
Yeah, and just is out, and then Ngannou comes back down with one more. Boom! It hits him on the ground, and the ref's like, Jesus, like he's already trying to stop it.
Just blood shooting out and shit.
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
His lip, though, was smashed open like this.
Wow.
Like, he fucked it. So he could do that. But here's the thing. When he fought Stipe Miocic, the heavyweight champion for the title, Stipe is a fucking actual collegiate D1 wrestler, and also he could throw. Stipe was like, well, I'm not going to stand in the ring and throw punches with you. That's psychotic. So I'm just going to take you down. Ngannou was like, I don't know what to do. Like, he doesn't know what to do.
I see.
Stipe won.
Yeah. So you need ground game in every aspect. Just maybe as like a deterrent.
Well, here's the thing. If you're fighting somebody who has no ground game, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you're going to take them to the ground.
But
no, not always.
No. I mean, like if
they don't have any.
If you and another guy don't have ground game, you're just going to go in there and throw down. There's no fear.
Yeah.
But if I'm a wrestler or I have jiu-jitsu and I know you're just fucking brawler or a boxer, striker.
Yeah.
And your ground game shit, or you really don't work on your jiu-jitsu or your wrestling like you should, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to single leg you. I'm going to take you to the fence. I'm going to tire you out. Because here's the thing. And I know, Blaze, I'm filling you in a lot of MMA knowledge. But, like, if I just lay on you on the cage or I lay on you on the ground, I'm tiring you out, and I'm not getting tired.
Dude, I'm not doing anything. I'm just holding you there.
Right. So I'm just using my own
body weight.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have to struggle to fight me off. You're losing points.
Right.
You're
taking
damage.
So what I was saying
tiring yourself out
is that you need a ground game if for nothing else to deter other heavyweights from trying to take you to the ground.
So just a little quick insight into this fight here, though. Both of them are just maulers. This is just going to be a stand-up fight.
Not a wrestler.
It's like two bears.
Now, to go back to, I completely forgot the prelims, and there's actually a couple good ones. We're going to do that before we get to the main two.
We'll do it after.
No, let's get them now before we get to the main two. Because we don't want to go back.
Well,
That's stupid.
I'm pretty sure Michelle Waterston's out because she's pregnant. So
but we still have three other fights, and especially the top main card fight is one that I'm fucking excited for, or the top prelim fight I'm really excited for.
Yeah.
So we'll start there. Before we get to the top two, because I think those are going to be big time fights as well. Uriah Hall, Ronaldo Souza. I mean, they're both pretty decent fighters, but there's a reason why it's on the prelims. Because they aren't the top tier. It is going to be a good fight.
Well, I'm sorry. For the people like me who don't know, what is a prelim?
It's like if you had like a pre-show before. It's like if you have like an opening act at a concert.
It's the opening.
Literally the opening act at a concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the main card, the main 5 fights, that's at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And the prelims are at 7 o'clock.
They start at like 6, 7. Yeah. So we have that. We have that fight. Should be a good fight. They're both pretty
free. They're usually the free fights on TV.
Yeah, you'll get them
the
on
pay-per-views the main card.
Something like that, or ESPN.
That's a good fight.
These guys are just trying to get in.
No. These guys have been in the UFC. Like Cowboys fighting Anthony Pettis.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. That's a big one I want to talk about.
These are guys these guys could be headliners in their own right, but sometimes if you have a stacked card.
They have been. Yeah.
Yeah, Cowboy just fought fucking Connor.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So
right.
this one should be a good one, but again, it's on the the prelims for a reason. Alexei Olenek versus Fabricio
Verdum.
This is going to be a good one. They're both been around. They both know what they're doing.
You know what? Olenek has been on a fucking tear.
That's what I was. Yeah.
When's the last time you saw Verdum fight?
That's what I'm saying.
3 years ago?
Yeah, I think he's
2 years ago.
He's trying to come back, trying to get back into the fight a little bit. But it's also, it's good to go against somebody who.
Olenek, by the way, here's what's interesting though. Verdum, great jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah.
Olenek, remember, he's the only guy to pull up the Ezekiel choke ever in the UFC twice, which is the Ezekiel choke, Blaze, is very impressive to get off, because if I'm on my back.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, and you're on top of me, that's never a good position for me. I choke you out from my back. It's super hard to pull off.
That sounds.
It's like
awesome.
I use my forearm to put it up against your neck, and I use the back of my other hand to kind of trap your neck between my forearms. It's super hard to pull off.
It's like a triangle choke with the hands, and you need to be really strong and have the right position.
It's never been done before, ever in the UFC. This guy did it, and then a few fights later, he did it again.
Yeah, because with a triangle choke, you have your legs, you can kind of you can move everything out of the way.
Anyone could be
when you're doing
the triangle choke makes sense because you have way more strength in your quad.
It's like this, where you're kind of getting them with a triangle choke with your right or left arm.
It's so impressive.
It's very difficult.
I've seen Never Back Down. I know what a triangle is.
Hey, Alexei Olenek, he's been around for a while, dude. He's one of my Russian brothers, as we all know. But no, this will be
commies.
As good as Fabricio at one point was killing it, especially in the jiu-jitsu game. I don't think he's gonna be able to get past any of the so-called ring rust.
Oh, wait a minute, dude. Was that Olenek doing the Ezekiel choke, or was that Volkanov doing the? No, it was Olenek. Oh man, I don't want to give out bad sports info. It was a fucking Russian heavyweight. Was it Olenek or was it?
It was it was Olenek. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
I started second guessing myself when you were talking. I was like, I was doing that fucking. I was like, am I being retarded?
I think I would have. I think I probably would have known if you. Yeah, but all right. So let's get to the main prelim, which.
Hold on. This is a good fight too. Vicente Luque versus Nico Price. That's a good fight.
Oh, they added that on.
Yeah,
I'm on the UFC website. Okay. They don't. It's not on here. So we'll.
Oh, did they pull it?
Because we still have the Carla Esparza and the Michelle Watterson fight up on.
Well, she's for sure prego.
So either it's not updated or they probably okay. So that'll be a good fight, but I really want to talk about this one. I know Cowboy hasn't been himself, especially after he talked about the Connor fight. I'm sure you
I did see it, dude.
That was to me, and I'm sure I'm honestly I'd be shocked if you don't agree. That was a race car driver excuse. That was a.
What does that mean?
Race car drivers are renowned for making excuses. Like if they go off the side of the track, I just wasn't in it. Excuses about everything. The AC wasn't right. I didn't have enough water. I had to pee.
The acoustics.
Yeah,
it was kind of like Deontay Wilder being like, that fucking costume I wore into the ring. My legs were tired. It's like, nah, bro, he housed you.
Race car driver excuse, big time.
And listen, Stephen A. Smith was getting all his fucking high horse. Like, I fucking told you people that I knew Cowboy wasn't himself. That's what he said. And then I was like, you're racist. You can't say that.
Yeah.
No, and I was like, no. He's making an excuse, and you're trying to make yourself look like you know what you're talking about. You're still retarded, and he's making an excuse. Which, by the way, I fucking love Cowboy. I'm not even going to hold this against him.
No.
Connor fucked you up.
Yeah.
Connor came out with the game plan.
Take the L.
Take the L, which he's always has, which is weird to me why he didn't now.
Maybe the excuse was valid.
You know what? No. I'm gonna say this as being I've never been a professional fighter in any way, shape, or form, but having worked as a manager, even in a situation, no. I agree. I agree. That's your job. You're a pro.
I have my own reasons for why I disagree. I mean, I did fight, and if you fucking go out there and take a beating, it's like, nah, I fucking took a beating.
Yeah, especially even if you're an
lost.
amateur boxer, if you're a pro.
I was only amateur.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. You're still fighting another human being.
I mean, that's what you're doing. I mean, that's what you're going out there. That's what you're doing. You know, the same. It's the same reason why people call it a race car driver excuse. I mean, it's bullshit. That's what you're out there doing.
It's all bullshit. But here's what's cool about Cowboy, though. That's why I love Cowboy. Because Cowboy told Dana White, he goes, "Listen, I'm driving an RV to Florida. I'm fighting him Saturday. I'm gonna be in my RV. I want to fight Wednesday and Saturday again." He's like, "I want to be the only fighter to fight 3 times in a week." He's like, "You know where I'll be." That's why I fucking love Cowboy. Because Cowboy, Blaze, for you to get Cowboy's mentality, back before the UFC was like popular, Cowboy used to work in construction and used to like do kickboxing like on the side. He used to fly to Japan on the weekend for almost no money, fight all weekend in like professional or in amateur fights in Japan, spend all his money he earned drinking and partying, fly back Sunday night and go back to construction Monday morning. He would fucking literally fly and fight for fun. Like, he's crazy. So when Cowboy got rich now, he's like, I don't even give a fuck about it. He's like, he just uses his money to like do crazy shit. Never as a kid, so he cares more. But like, my point is like, Cowboy like gives a fuck. Like, he cares about fighting though, but he cares about fighting. Like he
wants to win.
Yeah. So he's not like a guy about money and stuff.
Now let's get to Anthony Pettis real quick. He, even though he's ranked at 15, he's got some skill behind him.
Well, don't forget his fight against Tony.
Yeah.
He got stopped because Tony cut him open, but that was a fucking great fight.
He was holding his own, and Tony Ferguson's one of the top.
Hey, by the way, I don't know who was winning that fight. When that fight got stopped, I was like, I think it's Tony, but I don't know.
Yeah. So it goes down to the refs.
This is going to be a good one.
No, that fight got stopped because Tony cut Pettis open. So bad.
Yeah, doesn't the other guy win then?
Yeah, he won, but my point is like, if it didn't get stopped, I don't know who was winning that fight. Like, it was so close. Like on the car, like on the numbers, like So,
all right. Well,
yeah, that's gonna be a good fight.
Now that we got the prelims out of the way, let's get to the 2 top big time fights that we have going on.
The main event.
Henry Cejudo.
Co-main event first. Yeah, let's do co-main event first. Dominic Cruz, Henry Cejudo for the bantamweight title.
This is, I mean, I like both of them. Cejudo is fucking good. I mean, he's champion obviously, but he's good. He's damn good. So
well, two level champ, flyweight and bantam. Cruz though, also former champion.
Yep.
Hasn't fought in a while.
Rusty. It's hard.
Cejudo has been fighting and winning. Has been knocking off fucking big names.
Yeah. And we know
when you think Cruz comes in this fight.
Yeah, I honestly, with the way Cejudo has been, kind of rocking everybody. I mean, he has 4-inch disadvantage to Cruz, but I mean, when was the last time Cruz fought?
He fought. His last fight was Cody Garbrandt when he lost the title.
Yeah.
Right. Double fact check. I think I'm right. Think about it. When the last time you heard Dominic Cruz fight? He's been commentating with Rogan and Anik. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I feel like if you're in the fight game,
2016.
That was when he fought Garbrandt.
Dude, Friday, right? December 30th. It's a co-main event. It was against Garbrandt. Yep. And I love Cody Garbrandt.
I love him too.
He's got some swag on him, but skill wise,
yeah, he had Cruz's number that day
Cejudo.
though.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Garbrandt had Cruz's number that day on that fight, but if you're talking Cruz to Cejudo,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say? He said skill-wise?
I'm saying skill-wise. Cruz getting beat by Garbrandt is almost like he got beat by somebody who's skill-wise, I would say a little bit below.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah. So yes, what I'm saying is that because of that and the 3.5 years where he hasn't fought, his last fight was supposed to be last year. It was canceled against John Lineker.
Yep. Lineker got canceled.
So we have a guy who's been fighting. I mean,
consistently
winning. Yeah. Consistently. And against a guy who hasn't fought in 3.5 years. who
That
at the
guy's gonna
same
lose.
time, Cejudo's skill much higher than Garbrandt's.
It's also by the way, he's improved.
Yes. So I mean,
Yeah.
every time he steps
Yeah.
in, his skill is literally another step or two above where it was last fight, and that could have been just 3 months prior. So where the fight game has gone in the last 3 years, I don't know. Unless Cruz can really muster something up, I don't think he has a chance against Cejudo.
Yeah, and I was gonna say too, like I feel like any sport, but especially in a combat sport where like you really need to mentally all be in it. Where like, let's be honest, football, yeah, you have to be mentally in it,
No,
right?
I would say football is probably the closest one to this as a combat sport when it comes to having to be
but
mentally
my
in
point is though, if I'm like an offensive lineman, I could be like, I'm not really gonna get hurt if I take this play off.
That's
like
true.
But like
if
if
you're
I'm
the
in a
quarterback,
right, but if I'm
you're
in a
position,
combat
especially
sport,
on defense, you have to be in it all the time.
sure.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a combat sport where I'm alone, I need my training, everything to 100% all the time be in it. I have no one to lean on. I have no one for support besides myself. I'm out. You're out there alone.
I wouldn't
So,
be
like-
shocked if this didn't go past the first round.
Well, so I was gonna say, but like once these guys start going into commentating and like doing podcasts and all this other shit, and they stop training as much and caring as much, they start losing.
Well, it's not
And
even
I'll
the
give you an
training. It's not even
example.
the training. It's if they stop fighting. You can train as much. He
That
could have been training all day, every day.
It's not the same.
If he's not
But,
fighting,
but also you start mentally stop caring as much. 'Cause I'll give you an example. Tyron Woodley. He starts rapping. He starts going to like TMZ fucking gossip shit. He starts caring more about like Instagram,
yeah,
right? He starts to do everything, commentating, right? Everything but fighting. And then Usman fucking crushes him.
yeah. I mean, it takes.
It's like,
it
yeah, you
takes
have
a
one step out,
special-
you're 1 foot out, man.
It takes a special breed. You only have a few Allen Iversons, Kobe Bryants,
Right,
Conor McGregor's in the
Jordans,
world
right.
who can do multiple things and
Practice.
keep it going. And that-
Practice.
I mean that takes natural, and that's born. You're born with that. There's only certain people who can do that. Most everybody can't. I mean that's just the way it is. I mean
next level competitors. Yeah.
and even then that's just next level God-given talent. At that point,
I think it's both a combination because you
It
need
is.
the drive to
Yeah.
culminate your potential talent.
Yeah, and you need to. Yeah, it's just there's so many different factors that go in. I think this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be one of the. I mean, it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a quick fight. I think Cejudo's gonna take it pretty damn fast. I don't see it going past the first round, honestly. And that's not a knock
the
against
guy
Cruz.
who's been fighting.
Cejudo's-
He's the
Cejudo's
champion
the other
right
guy.
now.
The other guy's Jason Witten. Like, I'm coming out of the booth.
Yeah.
I'm
Look,
actually.
I
I
wouldn't.
actually.
I would step back in the booth though.
Yeah.
Stay in the booth.
And also, we know you're bald, Jason Witten. Stop it.
Right. If this was
Yeah.
was on any if we weren't in quarantine right now, this fight wouldn't be happening.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
So they're just trying to get fights.
No, I mean there's plenty of people who want to fight.
Yeah,
I
I just don't think Cruz would be the first one.
Like, you
going
know what
out.
else though, dude? Who the fuck else is in the bantamweight division? Like, you know what
I
I'm
know.
saying? Like what? Who the fuck is in bantamweight? No one. Garbrandt. That's it. Jimmy Rivera? Maybe. Okay. There's fucking 4 people, and they
You should get
rotate
Ray Rice in there.
fighters. He'll only be great in the women's bantamweight division.
Him and Greg Hardy can fight. But
There's
then
no
whoever
heavyweight division.
wins, they can still beat their way.
Yeah, I mean,
and then the other
you
dude
have
has to stop.
as you were saying. I mean, number 3 is Jose Aldo.
Jose, which by the way is getting knocked out.
I know.
You know,
I mean,
he's not
that's
the same person anymore.
that's an even shorter fight than this one. I
Yeah.
mean, I get what you're saying. I know you have to do what you got to do. But like, I would even take a Sean O'Malley over this because he's ranked
No,
number 19.
because he hasn't fought though. He's been hurt, and
I
also
know.
he's done nothing to earn that.
I-
At least Cruz, it's like you were the champ, you earned it.
Yeah. All right.
So-
I know. But again, at the end, I just Cejudo's gonna take this one.
I think so.
I
too.
don't see honestly even past 3 minutes. I don't see it going.
Bring
past.
Chuck Liddell back.
Oh my god, that's so sad. Yeah, you guys should
Hammer
watch
fist.
that Chuck and Tito documentary on 30 for 30, the ESPN one. It's pretty sad. Because you just see Chuck at his end of his career just getting knocked out over and over and over again.
Going from being the most badass.
It is because I always loved Chuck because he always was a super respectful dude, a nice guy, a great athlete, right? Great competitor at his time.
Yeah.
But it's sad when you start seeing those KOs and shots that would have knocked him out were knocking him out. And you saw that wide-eyed, what happened? It's God, come on, man. It's so sad to see.
It's sad, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It's dude, you got to hang him up. It's seeing a quarterback, tear his ACL over twice, and then he's but football's all I got. It's dude, just, sometimes you gotta let it go.
Alex Smith, you should just not play football.
But he has that moment with his wife. He's trying to stand. She's like, you're not ready. He's like, I gotta get back to the guys. It's
we're gonna cut your leg off.
Just let it go.
All right,
it's over.
Right. So we have the main event. It's gonna be, I think, a good fight.
Yeah. Or a quick one.
Or a really quick one.
Who is it?
You're gonna have the first 30 seconds could be of Tony Ferguson feeling it out and then going in for the kill. That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen, honestly.
So it's Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje. Obviously, this was supposed to be Ferguson versus Khabib. For the 6th time now, that fight is canceled. So it's cursed. Fifth?
Yeah, it was the 5th.
Oh, this is the 5th time?
That was the 5th.
So next time will be
Khabib doesn't want
because this one,
smoke.
I don't even think, I'm not going to count this as being canceled because they weren't ever really expecting it to be on this version of 249.
No, but it was scheduled. It was scheduled for March, so it was canceled.
Yeah, I know. That was the 5th time. Yeah.
Oh, that was the 5th. No, I'm saying so next time would be the 6th.
If it happens again, it would be 6
right.
times. Yeah,
okay.
So we'll just give up.
What did they tweet?
What are you talking about?
No.
Tweet?
You said it was canceled.
No tweets.
No, this fight.
The
Ferguson Khabib fight.
They're not canceled. The fight's canceled.
No tweets. No tweets.
As in, this fight tried to happen 5 times.
Never be too sure nowadays, so I don't know.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we're gonna get to this right now.
He said something homophobic in '88. He's done. Okay.
No, Ferguson and Khabib tried to fight 5 times, and each time keep getting canceled. Someone got hurt, whatever. So Gaethje, if he comes out and clips Ferguson on a wild swing, which is what he's gonna try to do, you might see a crazy KO. If not,
you think he could get him with it?
Yes.
Yes, but there's also a really good chance that Ferguson, he'll miss Ferguson. He will then be KO'd himself, and it will be even more bloody.
Ferguson is just straight up the better fighter.
Yeah.
Gaethje even says it himself on Twitter. He's like, for the people. He's like, I know what I'm doing. He said he was hashtagging all this shit for the people. He's like, fuck it, for entertainment. He's like, I'm gonna go in there swing. He says it on Twitter. He's like, I'm gonna go in there swinging. He's
but
I know
still a chance though that he can win.
Because he's like, I know I know Tony. I respect Tony. I know he's better than me. But fuck it, I'm going in there. I'm gonna make it fun.
Try to get this done. We're going for it on 4th down.
Which I'm like, Justin, not a great career choice to do that for your mental health.
Yeah.
But power to you. I love it. Thank you for the entertainment.
Is there gonna be that movie moment where he hits him? And then the other dude's just standing there like, yeah. And then he's like, oh, no. And he's just like, fuck.
The crazy thing is, Gaethje hits like a fucking brick house.
Yeah. So, ouch.
It literally, the only chance he has is a puncher's chance.
There was this crazy fight 2-3 years ago between Justin Gaethje and Michael Johnson, where Michael Johnson had Gaethje in that fucking wobbly, I'm done. He was pushing on him on the cage. And Gaethje's like getting fucking punched. He's going down, and all of a sudden Gaethje just fucking takes a swing, hits Johnson, and Johnson's like, oh, and he starts going, and then Gaethje's like, oh, he pushes forward and knocks out Johnson. It was one of the craziest fights I've ever seen.
There was a moment where it looked like 2 drunk dudes, just all stumbly.
Yep.
Damn, that's that. I'm surprised they let you continue to fight.
Of course, it's as long as you could,
like that.
As long as you could intelligently defend yourself.
That's pretty much as long as you don't know your blood at that point.
Yeah.
What's 2 + 2? 7. Pull him. He's not intelligent.
Yeah.
Adam, how did you fight?
That's pretty much it. That's the rule. Yeah, that's how you fight.
I just feel like if you already have a concussion, because some of those dudes probably already do, and then you get hit again, it's like, dude, some of these guys have to be borderline retarded at this point.
The refs try to jump. If they see you clearly get KO'd and you're going down, they'll try to jump in before they can hit you again.
Oh,
but
that
sometimes
happens. A good
it's
ref will do
hard.
that. Yeah.
It's hard. Sometimes you have
what I mean is like the guys will still fight. Like they won't get knocked out, but you can tell that they're woozy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fighting. But like the same.
They already have a concussion though.
Yeah.
That's fighting.
All right. Well,
He just yeah.
You know, and then someone fucking dribbles your head off the canvas.
That's the fight game. Like that's it though. Like
yeah, that's why they get paid the way they do. Yeah, yeah.
Not great.
No, the big guys do, don't they? Like
so when Connor fought Cowboy, and Cowboy is a very big name. Connor made $2 million, and Cowboy made $250,000.
Damn, how much did you make per fight? Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of fucking money, dude. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm saying. Okay, but let me keep breaking it down. Now put that into perspective. He has to pay about 10 to 20% of that to camp, agents, managers, other shit. So now you're less than $250,000. Evan, you're smart. What's 15% of 250? Let's say.
Dude, if you walk away with $100,000, that's a year. That's a year. You can do nothing.
If you did 20% off of that, you would be at $200,000, and then you have to take taxes off, unless
right.
Florida,
you'd probably be like 170.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're probably looking between 170 and 150.
No, it's a good payday, but then you also got beat up, and then you would have to live with that breakdown trauma.
Dude,
it's a good payday.
I would go in there if I got $200,000. I know that I'll die, but.
I mean, I don't know.
I would just pretend to get knocked out, dude. He would push me, and I'd be like, "Whoa, whoa!"
you guys glove tap. You're like, and you just get knocked down on the glove tap.
Yeah, I fall back and hit my head on the cage, and then I'm just laying there, and everyone's like, "Is he dead?" And then I'm just like waking up. Oh, where's my money?
Where's my $50,000?
Yeah, no, I would never actually try to fight. Fuck that. I would probably get 8 concussions in one punch somehow.
But Cowboy also, they also make money off of like sponsorships and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like Connor makes money off sponsorships and also like his whiskey company, the Proper 12.
Yeah. Well, Connor is like a household name at this point.
Connor is the only real name in the UFC.
Everyone knows Conor McGregor. Everyone.
It used to be Connor and Ronda, but once she left, it was just Connor.
That's true.
I would say
I've seen the clip of him saying like, "If this was a real fight, I'd fuck you up." Like so many times. I saw that before.
But by the way, he's right.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
Like if he really,
I want to see Floyd like get knocked out by Connor, choked out and shit, and then all of a sudden he could read. Like, dude, that could happen. You never know.
Like he kicks him, so he head kicks him so hard, he becomes an Oxford scholar.
He's like, I know what that sign says. Everyone's like, good for you.
Connor would take Floyd and smash him through every table in a fucking 40-mile vicinity. Like it wouldn't even be close. Yeah. He would kick him, and he wouldn't know what to do.
Well, they should have. If they did it, they should have just made the first round none of that stuff, just straight up punching, and then the second round, everything's in. So that way, at least like they could be like, Floyd, you could possibly win, but you can't do that fucking lean back shit the whole time, because if you do that and then the second round starts, he's gonna hip toss you and break your fucking femur. So you better
I heard people be like, well, they should also do like one boxing match and one MMA match. It's like, listen, it won't be worth the money of the MMA match. It would be so fast.
It wouldn't be as close as the boxing match.
No, it would be so fast.
Yeah.
He would kick him, take him down, and just ground and pound him. He'd be like, I'm done. I'm done.
But I want to see, I wanted to see that. Especially because Floyd was like walking around like 50-0. It's like, dude, I mean, you boxed him though. Come on.
I know that's like LeBron getting housed in hockey. It's like you're an extreme athlete, but not in hockey.
Yeah. Dude, I lost the slap shot competition. I bet you did, LeBron.
I bet you did, but you would house every NHL player in any basketball competition.
Yeah.
It's like,
dude, imagine getting hit on the ice by LeBron at like 25 miles an hour.
Exactly.
I don't know, though. Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like he would do great at checking.
Yeah, true. But his stick skill, he would be like...
But he probably couldn't fucking shoot a goddamn puck. I couldn't shoot a puck either,
He could be like, Happy Gilmore, right? He can't skate, but he could shoot and stuff.
Or like Phil
that.
William Scott in the Goon, because he just fights people.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. But he skates pretty good in that movie, actually.
He does. Is there any football news?
No, the draft.
Over the draft.
I mean,
the Eagles picked Rager and Jalen Hurts first and second round.
The Eagles picked Conor McGregor.
Yeah, basically, we just.
I'm actually.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Give me the fucking ball.
Speaking of the Jalen Hurts pick there, just real fast.
Terrible pick.
No, it's not.
I knew you.
I don't mind it.
No.
So, Philly's really mad about it. We're just not.
Terrible pick.
I'm not mad
Terrible
about
pick.
it.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's bad at where it was. It's bad at where it was.
Yes.
It is next level chess moves if it was third round.
Hey, buddy, it wasn't though. Second, that makes it a bad pick.
Yeah, but he's still going to be I think he's going to be a good player.
I don't know though, dude, because
playing?
If we had Jalen Hurts instead of Josh McCown, we would have beat Seattle.
All day, every day.
Hey, but you.
That's the point. That's why they picked him.
But you're wasting a second round pick on the chance that Wentz will go down again.
Here, check this out. So here's
a
scenario.
Giants fan is lecturing us about the draft.
Here's scenario 2.
Oh no, garbage. I'll say it, but I'll admit it. I'll admit it though.
Just wait. I have a reasoning. I'm still not saying it's a great pick at the second round. Jalen Hurts, let's say he does blossom into a really good gadget player, Taysom Hill style, but at the end of the day, I think he's a better quarterback than Taysom Hill ever could be. Just basic quarterback skills is better.
Sure. Okay.
3-4 years from now, the Eagles draft another, third round pick, pretty good quarterback, fourth round pick, pretty decent quarterback, raw talent. Carson Wentz is still kicking some butt, hasn't gotten hurt. Trade Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
He is the number 1 backup in the league. Look at him.
This is such Eagle defense of a bad pick. You guys are thinking
said it's
so
not a good
far
pick.
Ahead.
No, Adam, stop arguing with something that's not there. Stop arguing with things that aren't there.
We'll have Jalen sitting around. Yeah,
I think Rager was a good pick. I like his fit better than the Jefferson guy out of LSU.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Jefferson.
Jefferson would not. He is just slot. He is just a slot receiver. Can't move him around. He's only ever played in the slot. He's not an outside guy.
That's the guy. That's the position we need though, because we still have Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun.
See, but check this out. So you have a guy who can do both and is a overall better player, is faster.
Dude, I mean, I don't know who. I've never seen either of these guys play, Rager or Jefferson, so I have no idea.
See, but if you have a guy who's just a slot player, I mean, he already is, at the end of the day, I think, less valuable than a guy who can do more.
It depends, I think, on your scheme, but yeah, I would agree with you.
But we also, we need a punt returner. Rager's really good at that.
Okay.
He can kick return as well. He's not as, but the kick return game hasn't been great in a while.
We call it Reno Mahe.
But I think scheme fit much better. There's always look at the guys that we've picked up for the Eagles. We got Goodwin from San Francisco.
Real fast guy.
Yeah, these are guys who can play in the slot, and then he's a slot guy. Why would you draft a slot guy?
You're right, dude. It's just, every time the draft happens, people are always upset about a pick, and I'm just like, dude, I'm not an NFL talent scout, so I don't know. They obviously see someone in this guy or something in this guy. I don't watch college football really, so I don't really know. I know who Jalen Hurts is, but that's because he played for Alabama. But
my big thing, and I understand why the Jalen Hurts move wasn't the greatest thing he could have done there. But at the same time,
dude, if you're Wentz, though, you got to be kind of like, why the fuck would you pick a quarterback in the second round?
He knows, and I'm sure.
Yeah, now he's it's just in case I get hurt. I don't even think it's that.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's because they want to get more. They want to get more tricky with their play calling because they saw how good that worked down in New Orleans.
I still don't think it's worth the second round pick.
I
know you're not saying that. I'm just saying
it's not worth the second round pick at all. It's a third, fourth round pick all day, every day.
I'm not mad at
third, fourth round pick all day.
I don't care.
Love the pick. They wanted him. I think they saw that there was a more chance than not that they're not going to get him next round. So they probably said, hey, There's other guys we like, but this guy fucking fits with what we want to do.
He's the best player on the board.
He wasn't the best player on the board, but I think with what they wanted, they probably looked and said, hey, there's these other guys that maybe there's a guy who's a step right below. There were no other quarterbacks in the draft. Jalen Hurts was the last good quarterback.
Yeah, when does Sunshine come out next
and
year?
even before that, you have some.
Clemson.
You even have guys like Herbert, Love, and things like that.
I said he was going to the Chargers. I call that.
Yeah. You have a guy like Herbert who is going to be thrust into the Chargers much faster.
He's going to suck.
They have Tyrod Taylor, and Tyrod Taylor's going to play a year or two. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think that his upside is there with a Jalen Hurts or a Jordan Love. But even coming right out, Jalen Hurts is more ready than Jordan Love is going into Green Bay.
Justin Herbert is Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, Jordan Love's not starting in Green Bay.
No, he's not going to start at all.
He's not?
No. And
what?
I think they're going to move on from Rodgers before Rodgers retires.
I don't know. I think he only has a year. I think he only has a year or two left, dude, and then he's done.
Yeah, I would say
he's been on record recently saying he's going to play into his 40s.
Not in Green Bay.
He's 38.
He's 36.
Is he 36? I thought he was 38.
He's just 36. He's 36. He wants to play another 5 or 6 years, and he's only been hurt twice.
36 is old as shit.
He's only been hurt twice in his career.
38 for sure. All right.
And you got to think too, with the
is Drew Brees 38?
No, Drew Brees is in his 40s now.
Fuck.
Drew Brees is 17.
Sure.
Drew Brees is 107.
But Drew Brees, you got to remember, in his early part of his career, had a big time. I think, what was it, shoulder injury that could have ended his career.
That's why the Chargers let him go.
He
was also terrible in San Diego. Don't forget.
That was a bad fit, though. That was a bad fit, and that was a bad team.
He wasn't great. He was also not like he would do a lot of roll out and then throw across the field, picks a lot.
How many of Phillip Rivers' kids will be a future Charger?
Well,
they could have all 22.
Kids.
Yeah, 22 starters, all Rivers.
They might be able to play that and some Iron Man, or and some subs or whatever. By the way, as far as the Giants draft goes, they did need O-line. We talked about it. I said they needed O-line. I said they needed secondary. They did go after O-line and secondary, but I feel like they could have drafted a better O-lineman for their first round pick. But at least I'm glad they went and got an O-lineman. So I was happy. And then they got a safety who's a decent safety out of Alabama. So I
actually think the Giants are going to be better this year than people think they're going to. I still think they're going to miss the playoffs.
They will.
But I think that they're like 7-9 instead of 5-11. Yeah, I could see that.
I agree. Again, I'm not just saying that because I'm a Giants fan. I think I'm pretty.
If you had Odell, you might make the playoffs.
I don't know about that.
Dude, if we had Odell, we could make the playoffs.
Odell is that big of a.
He is. Because think about it.
Scale tip.
If you have Odell, that opens up Ingram, that opens up Shepard, that opens up Barkley so much more.
You can still just throw it to Odell when he's covered.
Pretty much. That would be a now defense would still be but
if you kept Landon Collins and Janoris Jenkins,
if we kept two good DBs, yeah. Well, that's the thing. If we had Landon Collins and Jabril Peppers and got this guy McKinney and we had Jenkins, that would be a good
defense would look good. Yeah.
No linebackers, but that would be a good secondary.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
But you could actually play Peppers and Collins in a roaming linebacker role because they're
like Malcolm did for the Eagles.
Right.
Yeah, same sort of thing.
But
that's actually Jabril Peppers is the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
He's a hybrid.
He did on the Browns.
Yeah.
But no, because Gettleman has to cut Jenkins because he called someone retarded and wants to trade Collins in division.
I mean, he traded him to Washington at least, and they're always trash, so that's good.
But you're still playing twice a year. He's gonna play you hard.
Yeah, that's true.
So fuck you.
You pissed off one of the best safeties. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The year the Giants were still sucking, he still had a crazy good defensive year. He led the team in sacks.
He's still good.
What are we doing? Is why Gettleman. By the way, die of cancer. Get on that. But let's move on.
Dude, I watched a video on Sean Taylor. Remember that guy?
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
How sad is it that guy was shot? That's so crazy. From a home robbery or some shit.
Yeah, home invasion.
Yeah.
I remember,
dude. He would have, not to interrupt you again, but he would have been a Hall of Fame
easily.
Safety. Yeah.
He would have been
sad to see that
of all time.
Yeah, dude. He had like one of the best 3 years ever for like the beginning of a career, and then bang bang.
When he killed Brian Moorman, the punter from the Bills in the AFC, the AFC NFC game, the Pro Bowl.
Yes, dude, that was fucking hilarious.
Such a big thing to do. So funny.
Dude, Dawkins did that to Rodney Harrison
in a game,
or not Rodney Harrison. What the fuck is his name? Marvin Harrison. No, it was in the Pro Bowl.
It was in the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, dude, same shit. He like caught a pass over the middle, and everyone's like touching him. Then Brian Dawkins comes down, just fucking levels him. Dude, I'm here to play. That's what I'm here to play. Fuck you.
Oh,
I don't care. We're in Hawaii. You can die here too, bitch. I don't care. Dude, but that's players like who did that shit. I liked because no matter what, they were always in it. And guys like that don't know how to not be in it. You know what I mean? They don't know how to dial it back.
I'd rather you do that shit almost in practice than at the Pro Bowl.
They probably do it in both. They probably always were like that.
The Pro Bowl is like such a fucking because also football's different than every other sport with injuries almost, where it's like it really could ruin a team. Like one injury could really. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If LeBron goes down, the Lakers could still win games. If fucking like Judge and shit got hurt last year for the Yankees, and they were still a playoff team. Like you know what I'm saying? But like Brady goes down, the Patriots like
over.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's different.
That's true. I mean, it wasn't a quarterback. It was Marvin Harrison.
Doesn't matter. It's still, dude. He was their biggest offensive threat.
Well, I don't know. Don't fucking catch the ball, then drop it. I don't know. Don't catch it.
What are we over an hour? We can wrap this up.
Dude, and my phone didn't die.
And your phone didn't die. That's
34%. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. We will be doing the live stream for the fights next Saturday. So tune into that shit.
Come and join us, dude.
Come and join. Talk shit.
Swings.
We'll have to tell everybody about that non-stop on the social medias. So.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And then Evan, give me your pluggies real quick.
We got producer Evan NWW. That's going to be pretty much on all the things, which is just Instagram and YouTube. Nice.
Go subscribe. Blaze, what you got?
I got a virtual comedy shit. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that shit. Blasie Comedy, High History. I'm doing Rona check-ins, and we have a new episode out with Josh. Go check that shit out. It's really good. We talk about stuff. Well, you'll learn, dude. If you come and fucking listen. He's a stand-up comic. He's hilarious.
All right, Adam, talk about yourself.
He's an awesome dude. I don't know. That's
go check out Blaze's podcast, High History, on this very network, DropTent.com. You can check me out at Adam Nutter on all the stuff, and check out my other podcast, Nerds of Words, again on this network, DropTent.com. For all the other podcasts, all of the other great shows, subscribe to us on YouTube and all of our social medias, guys. Thank you very much. We will see you next Saturday with the live streaming UFC 249, bitches. Bye.
This has been a DropTent Media production.